Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mr. Anger, back with you for another episode of the Mr. Anger Show. I decided to do a video of me reacting to, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There we go. Star Wars Rogue One final trailer. I gotta see this. It finally shows Vader. I've always respected Vader. I've always enjoyed him. Uh, he's been, to me, the equivalent of Star Wars. You can't get no more Star Wars than Darth Vader. He's my favorite, most ultimately loved character of the whole entire franchise. I just, I love Vader. He's the perfect balance of good and evil, and I like that. But finally, it seems like, well, let's take a look at the trailer and let's see how we think we're going to see Vader. If it's the way I think it's going to be, I'll be extremely, extremely satisfied. I disregard Star Wars Episode 7 uh, as a Star Wars movie because it was a rehash of New Hope. It was just switching out characters. It was more of a kiddie version, back to the original days of Star Wars, with a mix of the new Star Wars that we got with Episode 1 through 3. It was kind of kiddie, but kind of serious at the same time. Uh, you see, here's the thing about Star Wars Star Wars was created, and if you actually understand the purpose and design of Star Wars, you will understand, most people dislike episodes 1 through 3, the newest ones with Jar Jar Binks and all them. I actually appreciate those movies. The reason why is because when George Lucas designed Star Wars, it was supposed to be a kid's adventure book, or it's supposed to be targeted towards kids, actually. So, knowing that and seeing how, when he went back and did the redux of, and added in the special edition of Star Wars episodes 4 through 6, where they had all the extra special features that he wanted to put in there, it changed the movies drastically, and made it more like episodes 1 through 3. And if the original ones came out with the technology available today, back then, the version of Star Wars 4 through 6 would have been completely different and been the kiddie versions that George Lucas originally wanted to install or to instill into us. Um, so I understand the aspects of 1 through 6. It was supposed to be a lighthearted adventure to get kids interested in it, and then Star Wars was eventually going to grow. That's why when Episode 7 came out, I was expecting to see a much darker, darker Star Wars, you know, not this rehash of Star Wars that we've already seen. I can't stand it. I can't stand Episode 7. It drives me absolutely crazy. Episode 8, I'm still going to go see it, but it better switch directions, and it better switch directions fast. If it keeps on the same formula as Star Wars 7 did on repeating the storylines, I'm sorry, I'm out as far as a Star Wars fan of the main series. When I first heard of Star Wars Episode 7, they advertised, this is going to be a completely new Star Wars. They advertised new story, and they advertised new everything pretty much. But so I was hugely disappointed when I sat down to see Episode 7 and saw a rehash of A New Hope. Rogue One, it seems to be a darker kind, from what I've seen of the trailer so far. I mean, this new trailer has been out for a week now. I didn't know it came out, but from the trailers they put out from it so far, they've talked about death and destruction quite frequently. So this has been, and I've heard Darth Vader is coming back, and that excites me. That does. Finally we get to see the Darth Vader that we have always wanted to see, the true dark, villainous, evil Darth Vader. The things that we never got to see him do before. Um, Hopefully we get to see that in Rogue One. I want to see that so bad. Like I said, Darth Vader is the perfect balance of good and evil. That's why I admire him so much. Um, I've always loved him because he's found that balance. He has to do what's evil, he'll do it. But if he can, he decides himself what what to put his abilities behind. And if he wants to stand behind evil, he'll stand behind evil. But if he wants to stand behind good, he'll take that stand. Um, he does it all in a formulaic way, playing a perfect balance of light and dark, and I like that. I like that a lot. But I've never seen his true dark, evil side, and I'm dying to see that. Hopefully, this new series will give me a semblance of that. So, here's my live reaction of watching Rogue One. Come on. I want to see Vader. I mean, we haven't seen Vader in the advertisements. We've heard him. Ooh. Death Star.
State your name for the record.
Darker music. I like it.
On your own from the age of 15, reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined. This is a value, isn't it?
Hell yeah. Action. Like it.
I rebel. We have intercepted the collision transmission.
I've heard people complain about a female lead. I don't care. As long as the story's good enough. I don't care who fucking leads it.
Father. We need to know what it is.
Ooh.
And how to destroy it.
We destroyed our home.
Oh, wow.
Inside the Empire now.
Was that, yeah, it was. Okay.
All this as the force.
SIP, man. Hell yeah.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
Thanks.
See, they're mentioning death, killing,
There isn't much time.
destruction. Vader!
They grow stronger.
Darker music. Oh.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure. He means well.
This is our chance.
War.
To make a real difference.
You do if they break you. If you continue to fight,
Yes. Fucking yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see it, Vader. Let me see it. Let me see the evil.
what will you become?
Ah! Let me see the darkness. If they do as that trailer is displaying, it shows the darkness of Vader, you've got a fan for life. You got a fan for life. Star Wars Episode 8, I'm still holding out hope for. I'm hoping that they get away from the tired cycle of repeating storylines and the kiddie kind of versions of things. I'm hoping that the Rogue One series is the extremely dark series. The more adult Star Wars that people have been dying to see. And this, from that Vader coming out, oh my goodness. That just excites me to no end. I want to see that. I want to see Vader go truly evil. I want to see him destroy villages, towns, women, children, everything. I want to see him just dominate. The things that was instilled of why he was so powerful, I want to see. So it looks like finally we get to see that, and I'm so excited for that. I still have hope for Star Wars Episode 8 and 9. I'm hoping that it leads to, the storyline that I thought we were going to get, which was Luke turning to the dark side. Maybe that's why he took off. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to understand the dark side and build a connection and bridge in between light and dark side. The Jedis or whatever, Jedis and the Sith side. So maybe that's it, and then he falls for the dark side a little bit too much, because evil feelings are a little bit stronger than your good feelings. So I could see a Jedi losing themselves to the dark side more than I can see them falling for the right side, because it's easier to do what's wrong. Um, so I'm still hoping to see that storyline where Luke becomes evil and they have to go up against Luke Skywalker himself. I'm still hoping for that. I don't think that's the storyline that they're doing, though, however. But, because it just seems like they're just rehashing the first, the original 4 through 6. This, I will pay to see. I will be there day one. Episode, I think it's 8 now. I'll wait until it's almost out of theaters at a $5 movie theater. If at all. I might even wait for video. But Star Wars Rogue One, yeah, to see my Vader, oh yeah, I'll definitely be there. I'll be front row center. You better guarantee that. To see the Vader that I've always wanted to see. Oh man, I wish I could direct a Star Wars Star Wars movie. I do, I really do, because I want, there was a concept in Star Wars that I think that they missed. They missed a great opportunity where in episodes 1 through 3, Anakin learns that or not the Jedi, but the Sith can bring people back from the dead. I've always wanted to see Luke, when he goes, the story arc of Luke going to the dark side and then bringing his father back, but his father being against him this time. Learning his lessons, because once he died at the end of the series, he was shown as sitting there with Yoda and the rest of them. So he did end up going to the light side after he died. So when he comes back, it creates a conflict in between him and Luke, and it's going to be a serious conflict. And I want to see that so bad. I want to direct that so bad, because it's going to be truly evil, truly diabolical, with both of them you having the ability to use the dark side, but Vader having more control over the dark side than Luke does. So I want to direct that. I think that would be the most awesome Star Wars storyline ever. And actually, I would like to see Star Wars come to us. I've always had the idea that, I had the idea that, Luke learns how to bring back his father. Once he brings back his father and learns that his father is not going to follow Luke's side, they get into a battle and Vader takes off. Well, since it's light years away, galaxies far, far away, when Vader jumps and warps off into space, he gets shot. His engines get fucked up. So when he warps, it slings him out into our universe. And guess what Roswell was, and why the military was hiding, and what the military was hiding? It was Vader himself. Vader stayed here on Earth knowing that Luke would eventually come looking for him, and the battle happens here. I want a dark, gritty, realistic Star Wars. How they say, people have telekinesis and different types of mental abilities. We can tie that into, since Vader got here, the midi-chlorians have been activated in people across the globe, showing children who have tantrum tantrums all of a sudden, and microwaves exploding because they're in touch with the midi-chlorians. So in other words, it activates the people who have, the force in them here. That way, Vader has been waiting in Area 51 for enough people to have the Force activated with inside of them to stand with him and face Luke and his armies once they come here. I think that would be the most brilliant storyline ever, creating a gritty realism mixed with our world and Star Wars. And I think that would just be phenomenal to direct and do. But I am excited for Rogue One. We'll be there day one. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? Leave in the comment section below.